Welcome back to the Titanium Hangar. This is Mike. I'm coming at you with the weekly news and review for December 15th, 2024. Lots of Transformers news, updates on projects. Oddly enough, more and more Transformer news. There's some deals out there. I did find Sectaurs figures from Nacelle, $15 at Walmart on clearance. Not sure if you find them cheaper or if they're $15 across the board, but it's fun to get on that price, a little scary at the same time. Neca's got a few more tricks up their sleeve with their turtles. How many turtles is too many turtles? Well, let's be clear, they've got more on the way. We've got a gold label Captain Carrot. Talk a little bit about that. And there's some Star Wars news. And I can't say there's always Star Wars news. Surprisingly enough, more than usual this past week. We'll talk about this and more coming up. Starting out with what's new at ShowZ Store. We've got the Missing Link Optimus Prime, a KO, $1 down, no price yet. Rumblings probably half of what the original one came out as. Now, as you can see, if you bought the original one, you have the original packaging, the original box art. This one is not going to have that. This one will not have the original packaging, will not have the styrofoam insert. So you're going to be doing without that for half the price, or roughly. No one knows the real price just yet. But this one is supposed to have more die cast, and there's going to be more paint apps. We'll see when it comes in. I did pre-order it, so I will take a look at it myself. They also have Unique Toys Ripper Snapper up for pre-order. And I'm wondering, no, it's coming soon, $60. So I'm wondering if they're going to reissue all of these now that they're putting the main bot out and then reissue all of them. Is that a thing that is going on? I'm not sure, but that might be pretty cool. $60 if you're interested in this one. And they have the YOLO Park AMK Pro Series Transformers Rise of the Beast pre-assembled model kit up for pre-order, $1 down. I did pre-order this one. I will be getting this one. I'm not getting all of the Rise of the Beast stuff, but I will get a few, and I'm really interested in it. And I'm also going to get some of the Transformers 1 stuff as it comes in because I'm interested in it. I think YOLO Park's doing good work, and get it from ShowZ. Pretty good deal. It's also available on YOLOPark.com, but I like getting it from ShowZ. TH viewer code at ShowZ Store helps the channel out. Okay, getting into some update picks. This is the combined mode of Mecha Invasion, and they have more picks, individual bot picks. It's looking pretty good. It's one of those that I still believe you can do Scramble City with it. I believe that's how it goes, but I haven't even seen a review on this stuff yet or heard much about it. Here goes bot modes. Bot modes are... They look stylized. They look a little bit different. They don't look exactly like a G1-esque. And so they're going for something different. And I do believe they're a lower price point for the Masterpiece scale. And I think they're coming 2-packs, but still not 100% sure on all that. But still looks pretty cool if you're in on this. If you're not already in on 3 other Devastators like me, then you might be in on this one. Or if you don't have a Devastator at all, I mean, it would be a good time to get in on Devastators at the ground level. It'd be kind of fun. And there's the alt modes. They look pretty cool too. It is a bit stylized. It is not super G1, and still looks cool though. So it's got more color breakup than you see with standard G1 figures. So Bingo Toys has shown pictures of their big Jazzy for Jazz. Jizzy? No, Jazzy. Okay. We'll go with Jazzy as the name. Bingo Toys. And it looks pretty cool. It's another one that's a bit stylized, on the stylized side. So was their Fembot Bug, sort of Black Arachnia-ish type of figure. And it's pretty cool looking figure overall. There are already several Masterpiece Jazz options out there, but if you're a non-stylized one, then there's this one. Bingo Toys is also the one, and this is old news, but it's current. It's not out yet. They're making a Missing Link style Grimlock. Okay, I want the Megatron so bad I'm going to say Megatron every time I talk about Missing Link. But so their Grimlock is BT06, and it looks pretty cool. If you haven't pre-ordered that one yet, I'm interested in seeing how many more dinos they do. Big Firebird showed updates to their Nacha one, the EX03 Nacha one, Neca. She looks amazing. This is a fantastic looking figure, and the colors. Before we didn't get all the colors with her, but now we do, and it is very impressive. And I don't want to get behind in my news, but we still got to see the back of her. And there she is. Not a bad looking bod. A lot of kibble on this figure, but that's part of how they do it. And it turns into, she turns into this right here. Got a good spider bot going on. And this, the colors, the gold, the way it looks, it's pretty impressive. Pretty impressive paint apps, and there's a lot going on visually with this thing. All right, Lewin Resources making their version of a nearly 4 foot tall Metroplex, and it's starting to shape up the torso and the arms, and this is starting to look a lot more like a Metroplex. I'm hearing, so people are telling me in the comments and that it's going to be in 3 boxes. Now I'm wondering about that, how it's going to ship in 3 boxes, but I don't know, and I still don't see price anywhere. Pretty odd that they're this far along, and we really don't have firm pricing on it and all the firm details. But anyhow, it still looks pretty cool. One box might be the torso and arms. The other box might be right leg, left leg. Who knows? And here's an update from ShowZ Store on this project. The shipping cost to the US should be around $800 to $1,000 US, shipped by sea. The final pricing, including shipping, should be around $1,400 to $1,800 US. There is, should be, I mean, it's not a finite, definitely is kind of deal, but quite impressive. And MMC has their groove out, and it looks pretty cool. This is an update to their Defensor, and I guess this is a comparison picture to Combiner Wars, so pretty cool stuff coming along. And I guess one more bot and it's done. That's height wise versus about a 12-inch Combiner Wars, something like that, something along those lines. And this is 18-inch, 6 inches taller. Now if you're getting the Trans Art Silverbolt, which I plan to get this one, it is gonna have a couple of areas you need to be very gentle with. So his crotch region, don't break his crotch, be gentle in that area. Easily damaged. Caution for the back part of his shoulder. Not sure exactly what part it shows there, but in hand it'll make a lot more sense. And the tip of the wing, be cautious with that. So it's good to send an update out like this. On the other hand, it's a little scary, disheartening that they know they've got problems that could potentially happen. Will be very interesting to see the first few reviews on this guy, and it's going to be like everyone's going to watch. Is it going to break kind of people showed up to watch it? You know anybody like that? You watch them to see if they're going to break something? AMK Pro Series is showing out the Yellow Park version of their last night, and this is about the 8-inch scale. I will also get this one when this one's up for pre-order. It looks pretty good. I like it. It's a nice looking one. I don't have very much representation from this movie at all, if none. So it'll be nice to just have one of him in the collection. And that's the cool part about this AMK Pro Series. You don't got to buy everything they put out for last night. Just what you want. And you can say that about everything. But this looks fantastic, phenomenal. And I'm not going to feel let down. I do kind of feel like Hasbro let us down in this era. And they really did. And they didn't put out as much product as people wanted. And if you look back, I wonder if this was like some tough economic times at the time. But looking at it, this looks awesome. Definitely going to pick one up. Now this is Rise of the Beast Scourge, and it also looks awesome. I think it's a cool looking figure. Yes, it's sort of monochromatic, as the character really was in the movie. But I'm not picking this one up. So it's like one of those things. You pick and choose. You buy what you like. Some people out there are going to love this. I know that the character was loved by a lot of people. And he's a pretty cool, bad as can be kind of character. So having a representation in this model kit non-transformable, and yeah, it looks good. All right, we're going to sort of get into Legends news, but we're also going to take a step back with the next picture. This is oddly with an A. Aldi? Like Aldi's? Okay, anyway. This is Alpha Action Elite Wave 1. They're about Legends scale. They're non-transformable, which is kind of the wave of the future here. I'm not going to get all of them, but I am going to pick and choose a few. I'm definitely getting the RC. I might go for the Jazz. I might pick a few of these. Depends on price, availability, all this stuff. I sure hope ShowZ gets them, because I would definitely pick them up. And I think they look good. It's pretty cool. The problem is that they don't transform, and if you're mingling them in there with your Legends, and some people aren't going to like that, but RC, I mean, you just really can't get that good of a looking RC any other way. That's just the way I feel. Starscream looks fantastic. I mean, better than what I got rocking on my Legend shelf. I don't know if so much the Prime's better than what I got, and the Jazz is still pretty good. I mean, maybe the Cliff Jumper. So I will get a few of these, check them out, just depending on price, of course, and availability. But check this out, though. This is where this company showed these things, and then they showed something else going on here. So I don't have any information on this picture, but I was informed that this is the same group of people. What's up with those, the Megatron and the Prime? Are those going to be Masterpiece scale? Non-transformable Masterpiece scale, highly articulated? So I don't really know. This stuff here is pretty cool. Wish I had more information about this one picture that I was able to capture, but it looks great. If those truly are Masterpiece scale Megatron and Prime non-transformable, definitely got to go in on the Megatron. I mean, that's fantastic. It looks fantastic. And as I get more information, I will definitely talk more about this. And there's another tiny Megatron coming from Galaxy Toys. It looks pretty good too. It looks real good. I'm not 100% sure if this is Legends scale or Sub-Legends scale. I haven't got anything from Galaxy Toys yet, but still looks pretty cool. Cool little picture. Figured I'd throw it in there. It's not anywhere near finished on this Megatron, but there's been a lot of Megatrons coming out lately, which makes me start to wonder, are we going to see that in the Missing Link? Are we going to see another Masterpiece? Really impressive. All right, so this is a nice little graphic from TFW 2005, Age of the Primes Wave 1. This is what's coming out, and just real quick, I'm going to talk about a few things. So there was a live stream. I did watch the live stream, or maybe it's just a pre-recorded, I call it a live stream, but it was just a presentation, I guess, from Hasbro. And there's a few things that we learned from it. So what Age of the Primes is, which I didn't know last week, is the line is going to be of the 13 Primes, and it's either going to be a Prime that comes out or a descendant of a Prime. And it'll tell you on the packaging who the descendant of the Prime is and all that kind of stuff. It's cool. I'm not in on all of it, but I'm going to tell you what I've pre-ordered. I pre-ordered all three of the aerial bots. I am definitely in on the Superion, and as I'm not getting everything that Hasbro puts out anymore, but Superion, I'm a Superion lover. I love Superion. Can't pass up on this. And I have to double buy it because my son wants one. So that's going to get a little expensive as time goes by, but got to get the Superion. And I know that sometimes with these combiners, if you don't stay up with it, you miss out. And they say they're not going to let that happen with these going forward, but I still don't trust it. It's a corporation, and at the end of the day, they make boneheaded decisions, especially at the ends of the line. So if you're in on these, as soon as the pre-orders pop up, pre-order them. I did pre-order all mine for BBTS. Now, on this Titan Star Optimus, last week I was guessing for you guys that want it, that it was going to be Commander class. But it turns out it is, like you guys have said, it is a Titan class, but it's 150 at BBTS. So people were saying 160 last week, but 150. So not sure why it's a lower price than other Titans, but it's probably just smaller than some of the other ones. And with that, if you're in on this, it's up for pre-order right now. And I would suggest to pre-order it because some places are starting to sell out from what I hear. And it's one of those things that the bigger a figure is and the higher the price point, the lower of manufactured quantity. It's just the way business works. That's why these Titans, they sell out, because they don't make as many. They don't make as many as there's 35 Bumblebees on the shelf right now at the $25 price point. So just pointing that out. If you want this, now it's time to pre-order it. I did get the G2 Grimlock, and I have to say that the G2 Grimlock is something that I'm not going to miss out on. And if I do see it cheaper on sale down the road, I'm not going to get mad about it, because it's very few and far between you get these G2 Grimlocks, and I just don't see a Masterpiece one coming anytime soon. I'm not saying never. I'm just saying a long time from now before we see any Masterpiece company do a G2 Grimlock. The only thing I would think is Magic Square after like 3 years from now. So that's what I'm guessing. Anyway, definitely in on this. We got some in-hand pictures of this Bump of Chicken Convoy Optimus Prime. It's the repaint of Earthrise still. One that we're probably, most people in the US won't get their hands on. So you can enjoy it through pictures. That's the way I guess I'm going to do it. But I still think it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. I don't know if I would pay the price that it would cost to pick this up, but it's based on like a crossover with a music band. And there's the alt mode for it if you're in on it. I don't think this one comes with a trailer. I think it's trailerless. And then that's just a standard Earthrise trailer on it. But still, it's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. And, you know, another week, another Prime. And there's pictures that were put in here for, this is Lincoln Park Irony. Lincoln Park Irony for the Transformers Legacy United Leader Class Overcharge. Ha ha ha. You're definitely getting overcharged for this thing. $55. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a recolor of what we got with Blitzwing. Blitzwing is a pretty good figure overall. Here is the tank mode, which looks good. And it's, you know what you got. You know what you're getting with this. You're just getting a recolor. It's that simple. But take a look at it, and there's the jet mode. And I kind of feel like the jet mode's the weakest. That's just my belief, my opinion. So I throw it out there. My son has this one. He loves it. It's great. And he's finally gotten past the phase of flipping it back and forth 6 times a day. He's got the Blitzwing, not this recolor. All right, so there's a picture here from I'm on Fire. This is Trumpeteers model kits. And so this is really something that's kind of a big accomplishment. And I want to say that I saw this, and the cool thing about it is these are all model kits that he had to put together. So great artwork there. So all of these zip right by me. I didn't even realize they came and went at all, really. I knew they were on the way. I didn't know they've already come and gone. So we've got some sold outs at ShowZ here. It looks like we still have the last, is it Last Night Optimus? We've got movie Brawn, we got movie Starscream, and we've got Wheeljack and another Optimus. There's Optimus, movie Optimus still in stock, and Shockwave, and the rest are sold out. So if you're in on this, I'm not in on building this level of model kit, but if you're in on this, then you know, this is where this is. And some sold out, some come and gone. Maybe other places still have them. All right, over at Ramen Toy on their Facebook, they've linked it to their YouTube channel, but showing how to link the Hunter tank, so bridge layer Hunter tank conversion, and this is pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. So these are all the different configurations. This picture here, but if you want to see exactly how it all works, this thing is huge. Just watching it being handled, it is big. I mean, you know it's going to be big, but it's just bigger than what I was thinking, because I'm just used to looking at pictures, but seeing it handled is a much different story. So if you want to see that, you can go on over there. They got another video up showcasing their Musk. Now, this picture doesn't do it justice because it's kind of laid out instead of built, sort of. And he shows you all the options, features, and everything you can do with it. Musk and Super Musk and all that kind of stuff. So go check the video out from Ace, Ramen Toy, and that's on YouTube. And I think he's just got the link to it in his Facebook. But still, kind of cool stuff. And considering what Neca's put people through lately, I mean, this might be a pretty good option. Okay, I'm going to randomly show some stuff I found as I was out and about today. I don't follow wrestling at all. I didn't know this thing was a thing that was coming. I just thought it was a cool car for 1/12 scale car for people that like this kind of stuff. And I got to thinking it might be like some of the same stuff going on with this that they had with the Filmation Shopper, Filmation, Ghostbusters Ghost Buggy. But on further examination, this is completely different. So the mechanism with the wheels and all that. Still, it's kind of cool. It's kind of interesting. The hydraulics and all that they have going on with it. Then I did notice some clearance stuff going on. So a lot of clearance here and there. And I got to admit that I don't see the exact same stuff on clearance at Walmart to Walmart to Walmart. Everything is a little bit different. So usually you see oceans of the exact same stuff. But lately it's just been more targeted, which is a sign that a lot less is getting produced right now. So I just want to point that out. And Nacelle put out Robo Force. So they've got some reissues and the new of the Robo Force. I'm close to picking this up. So originally they came out at $50. Walmart negotiated them down to get the price down to $35. And that is a good thing. But I don't see any of this stuff selling, sadly. It's just sitting there. Maybe they just stocked it today. I don't know. But it seems to just be sitting there. Then I saw these Sectaurs. And this is a terrible picture because it's on the bottom. It was really hard to get this picture. It's in a weird box. So they're $15 each. Now, I bought a set of the first ones that came out for $40 each from BBTS. And I'm shocked that they're so cheap. So Walmart negotiated it down from $40 to $25. If you're going to put it in our store, we're going to sell it for $25. And they're already clearancing it out, $15. That doesn't bode well for it. What you don't see in here is the Stellara. You don't see the silver version of Dargon. I should have rearranged it and stuff for the picture. But I just snapped a picture. It is what it is. And there's still one Walmart I go to semi-regularly. It's a little bit of a drive, not really close to the house. But it does have Motu in it. Oddly enough, though, it doesn't have anything different than what Target always has. So it's really not worth it to go out of my way because they just get the same stuff Target's getting. But I would like to see more of the cartoon stuff showing up because I think I want to finish that line out all the way. There was also some Joe there. I also want to say I'm surprised that it doesn't seem like people really care about the retro collection. The retro G.I. Joe classified so much. And I understand that too. It's probably because they spent so much money on the standard ones. And now they're just like, well, I don't need the retro. But I think the retro is the best part of G.I. Joe classified. All right, we're just kind of bouncing all over the place with all kinds of different news. Once Transformers is over, it's a free-for-all. Over here. Captain Carrot. Gold label exclusive Amazon, $30. Ships in March, if you're into it. Looks like it glows in the dark. What more can I say? It looks cool. But I'm not that into the DC stuff, and it's not for me. But if it's for you, then I think you can pre-order it right now. Alright, Neca's got the Last Ronin Ghost Brothers 7-inch scale 3-pack for $100. I'm not in on these, but they're cool. I like the clear ones. I think I've got too many turtles as it goes, but I think it looks cool. It's interesting. If you're in on this, then NECA has opened up the pre-orders on their site. I don't think these are going to be showing up at the store. I don't think these are going to be showing up everywhere else. It looks like it might be a NECA online exclusive. And again, I don't follow these as close, so I'm not as worried about it. But if you're worried about it, definitely want to get on it. Leatherhead here looks cool. I believe we already have a Leatherhead. I think I've got a Leatherhead already, but this is a different one. So they call this one the Mirage Comics Leatherhead Deluxe 7-inch scale action figure. $50. Amazing sculpted detail. I think it looks amazing. It looks awesome, but I'm trying to cut back on the turtle stuff, and it's really hard too when you see it and you're like, man, that looks good. Oh, we got pictures of in-package Fraggle Rock figures looking pretty cool. These are made by Boss Fight Studio, and they're available at Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store. I do believe they're the $25 price point. Nope, I'm wrong. They're like $40 to $45. And this is evidently the next wave. The first ones are already in stock. Still, I haven't gotten any of these, and it's cool they're making it. It's cool they're fleshing out all of the different lines from back in the day that didn't really get proper representation. The cool thing about the packaging is it looks like it's in kind of that cardboard type of backdrop that holds it in there, but it looks like the caves they're in, which is really smart. That's really slick. I like that. This is Booper. This one is Sprocket, the dog, which is really cool. I remember the dog very well. This one is actually a higher price point at $45.99. Then there's Moki, I guess. Moki. I had a dog by that name when I was younger. I wonder if my mom named the dog after this character. That'd be interesting. And then there's Wembley. And I remember seeing the characters. I certainly don't remember any of their names at all. But I think they look cool. If you're in on it, then I'd definitely get on pre-ordering them. I don't see anything sold out yet, though. All right, so I guess all we got left is Star Wars. And there's actually news this week, so it's kind of fun to talk about. Luke Skywalker, Imperial Guard, and the Princess Leia Organa. This is from Shadows of the Empire, I believe. And with that, this sucks because I don't know anybody that collects Star Wars Black Series and doesn't have the Bouche Leia at this point. They did the archive release on her, and the archive one is easily attainable. Might still be able to walk into an Ollie's today and get 3 of her for $10, or when the sale goes on, $7. And so with that, you're having to rebuy her at full price if you want to get the loot. So that alone might make this thing go to Ollie's. I mean, it wouldn't be ironic that so many Bouche Leias are at Ollie's that this set ends up at Ollie's in 2 years. But it's actually got a quicker turnaround. Probably this time next year. Pretty interesting stuff right there. But I would have rather them just do this. Why couldn't they do this like they do when the GameStop gets those ones in that are like the video game ones? And why not? Why was this not done that way? Looking at the vintage collection, Heir to the Empire. So we got 3 figures for Heir to the Empire. We've got Captain Pelion, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and then Jarus Saboth. I don't really know that one. $50 for this 3-pack. I think it's cool. I'm really not down to drop $50 on it, but if I saw it on a good price or a sale or something, it is a good set. It is very cool. I think it is very cool. But prices these days and what they're commanding on them, these should not have exceeded the $10 mark in my opinion. But anyway, if you're in on this, it's available for pre-order. Both are still available for pre-order, by the way. Just want to put that out there. Now, this is Black Series. Amazon has this. It's available for order exclusive. Masters of Evil 3-pack in stock. And I bet you this one is probably $80 if you're in on this. So if you want to get that one, $80. It is something. It is a thing. Do you need another Darth Vader? They sell it as a 3-pack. They force you to get them. And I think really the only thing people would be after, if you missed out on the Thrawn, yeah, getting the Thrawn, or getting that Grievous. I got a Grievous with that price point. All right, so I guess I'll ruffle some feathers talking about Skeleton Crew and kind of what Disney does with their stuff. And I upset people. I apologize. I didn't make a 30 or 40 minute video going deep and explaining it and just how evil Disney really is as a company. But I will do that sometime. I will explore that because it needs to be explored. I just don't have time right now to do that one. But the thing is that Skeleton Crew is not seeing the ratings. Now, there's a couple of reasons. Before I get into this, I'm going to tell you an analytical view, because I look at everything in analytical view, their subscriptions are down, and this is hiding behind a paywall from a subscription service that's losing people left and right, that they're trying to give it away for $3. They're trying to give this and Hulu away for $3. Is the only reason that my wife and I joined back in for 1 year, because we're getting it for $3 a month. So cool. Anyhow, this did not make their top 10. This is the only Star Wars that did not make the Disney Plus top 10, and for the week, because there's that lack of interest. So you have all of this captured audience. It's a captive audience, and they don't want to watch this. And I wonder why. It's not the greatest show. It is definitely targeting children. It is not the best work that they've done. But is it the worst work they've done? I don't know. That's a tough one. We'll have to watch the whole thing to find out. But we're spending the money on it. We're going to go ahead and watch it. It's not going to be that much to it. And at a budget of $136 million. Now, you think about this. You need to at least hit about $200 million in the box office on a $136 million movie. This is a TV series that they've pumped that much into. And it is getting lower ratings than anything else that they have done Star Wars wise. Now, they're not really comparing apples to apples in this one, but I will say this show is not doing very well. All right, so let me know what you think about this week's weekly news review. What else is going on out there that I missed? Like and subscribe. Tydirium Hanger out.